Though, I should say, tomorrow is Major League Baseball opening day, and our Tar Heel traveler loves a good game and a good coach.
Tonight, we find Scott Mason in Goldsboro with a North Carolina Hall of Famer who dedicated himself to the craft.
This next picture down here is a picture of Granger Stadium where I sort of grew up. This is where we all played ball.
The old ball field, where George Whitfield feels at home. Plate.
Have you won more than you lost?
Thank goodness we have.
The ball teams he coached over the years won 9 state championships.
That seems to me like a lot.
It is a lot, but I'm just glad that we were able to win some.
You win some, and then you win some.
Try to win them all if you can. If you're willing to be second, you're in trouble.
56 years he coached, mainly high school, and not just baseball.
This is Lewis Breeden, who played with the Cincinnati Bengals, and that Perry Williams, who played with the New York Giants.
George coached them as kids.
And Mike Quick, who played with the Philadelphia Eagles.
George also had 3 baseball players make it to the majors.
He pitched with Cleveland in the World Series.
A souvenir from the last game ever played at Tiger Stadium.
The 2 pitchers in that game both played for me.
The icons on his wall, the signatures between the scenes.
Here's Brooks Robinson, Stan Musial,
Sandy Koufax, George Whitfield, on the scoreboard at Yankee Stadium during a Yankees game.
People have called you a legend.
Listen, I've been graced by the good Lord to be in a lot of good places at the right time.
His mother died when he was 6 months old. His father died when he was 12.
And I walked up the steps of Granger High School.
Granger High in Kinston. And he asked Coach Amos Sexton to take him in.
And he'd never seen me in his life.
But Coach Sexton and his wife agreed.
And I call that a God thing.
It sounds like you always loved sports.
From the time I was a little guy.
Number 23.
So this was my junior year, and I banked one in with 1 second to go and beat Raleigh.
He became Coach Whitfield in 1959.
But I always felt like that I could get closer to the kids in high school than you can in college.
He coached high schools in Wayne County, Richmond County, American Legion teams, a front row seat at so many thrilling games.
In the Rosenblatt Stadium was one of the box seats.
In Omaha?
In Omaha, at the old stadium.
A ball field in Goldsboro.
What would you want to tell young folks nowadays?
One thing I'd tell them is to have some fun while you're doing it.
George is 87 and retired.
First of all, you better have some pitching.
But he'd still like to retire the batter.
You better have some people on that anthill that can play.
Play ball.
It's been a wonderful life.
What a life. A coach's life. A winning life.
So there's nothing that I would do any different than I've done. The Lord's been mighty good to me.
Oh my goodness, what a life. George Whitfield is a member of both the North Carolina Sports Hall of Fame and the American Legion Baseball Hall of Fame, obviously based on his career. He's also the subject of a book called Covering All the Bases. For 50 years, Coach Whitfield has held a free baseball clinic for kids and coaches all across the region.